When a judgment debtor defies a court order, fails to appear for a debtor examination, violates an asset restraining order, or refuses to comply with a turnover order, the court has a powerful response: contempt. Understanding how contempt works in the judgment collection context can give creditors significant leverage. Contempt of court occurs when a party willfully disobeys a court order. In the judgment enforcement context, contempt is most commonly invoked in three situations. First, failure to appear for a debtor examination. When a court issues an order requiring the debtor to appear for examination, that order must be personally served on the debtor. If the debtor fails to appear, the creditor can apply to the court for an order to show cause why the debtor should not be held in contempt. If the court finds the non-appearance willful, consequences can include a bench warrant for arrest, fines, and the debtor being jailed until they comply, known as coercive contempt. Second, violation of asset restraining orders. Once a creditor obtains an order restraining the debtor from disposing of assets, any transfer or concealment of those assets in violation of the order is contempt. Courts take this seriously because it directly undermines the court's ability to administer justice. Third, violation of payment plans or structured settlement orders. In some cases, courts incorporate payment schedules into the judgment. Failure to make required payments in violation of that order can support a contempt motion. For creditors, contempt proceedings have a dual function. First, they're a mechanism for coercing compliance. The threat of incarceration motivates many debtors to comply with examination orders or reveal assets they had been hiding. Second, contempt sanctions establish a record that the debtor has engaged in willful misconduct, which can be relevant in subsequent fraudulent transfer litigation. Important caveat: contempt is available for willful non-compliance, not for inability to comply. Courts distinguish between a debtor who won't pay because they're choosing not to versus one who genuinely can't pay because they have no money. Imprisonment for debt in the traditional sense is not permitted. Only imprisonment for defiance of court orders. People Locator. Skip tracing provides the current address data needed to serve examination orders effectively, setting up contempt proceedings when debtors fail to appear. Visit peoplelocatorskiptracing.com to place your order.